Hi deadly discoverers, welcome back to our myth busting Monday. This is now our 4th session, so if you've missed the other ones, then just go back and search them. They're pretty cool, so watch them. Remember to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification button. Alright, a few more myths today, starting with number 16, snakes are poisonous. The word poisonous is often used when people talk about snakes, but is it accurate? There is a distinct difference between poisonous and venomous. Let's look at the semantics for that briefly. So poisons are toxic substances produced in non-specialised glands or tissues. They need to be ingested for them to work, so you need to eat them. Venoms are also toxic substances, but they are made in specialised glands or tissues. So the big difference is that venoms need to be injected. They need to get into your body through injection, not ingestion. So they require a structure to apply, so such as fangs in snakes or stings in bees and scorpions. There are a few snakes which are both venomous and poisonous though, but generally when we talk about snakes, the word venomous is the correct term to use and not the word poisonous.
Alright, well let's dive into something a little bit interesting. We will talk about a poisonous snake. So the tiger keelback from Japan can store toxins it acquires from its food. These snakes eat poisonous toads and store the toxins in specialised organs on the backs of their necks called neutral glands. If the snake is threatened, it doesn't flee but arches its neck, making the neutral gland area more obvious. Not all keelbacks display this defensive behaviour though. Snakes that haven't ingested any poisonous toads prefer to slither away rather than stay and defend themselves. A study was conducted by feeding some juvenile keelbacks toxic toads and some a toad-free diet. The snakes that had eaten the toads would use the defensive display when threatened, and the toad-free snakes would slither away. It is one of the only examples in terrestrial vertebrates where there is some indication that animals act as if they are aware when they are poisonous or not.
And so our keelback in Australia is one of the very few snakes that can actually tolerate eating the introduced cane toad. That's right. Yeah, interesting stuff.
Very interesting.
Okay, next one. Sea snakes can only bite successfully between the webs of human fingers. There are a few myths surrounding sea snakes, including that the fangs are too small to penetrate through our skin, or that they can't open their mouths wide enough to be able to bite humans. Of course, this is not true. Sea snakes are highly venomous and are capable of biting if given a reason to do so. The myth seems to have originated from the scuba diving industry and probably as a way to lessen the fear of sea snakes for beginner and probably some experienced divers. There was a post on Facebook just recently where a sea snake was seen on a local beach close to shore, and you can just imagine the usual community panel of experts on Facebook. Really not helpful.
It's not helpful to spread misinformation.
Really isn't, no. So yeah, sea snakes can bite.
Okay, yeah. Alright, snakes do not feel pain. It's just a snake, it doesn't matter. Reptiles are cold-blooded, they don't feel pain. Wouldn't it be wonderful if snakes didn't feel pain? But they do. Snakes have a nervous system and snakes feel pain. If you chop a snake in half or decapitate it with a shovel, which is illegal, I should note, you can be sure that snake is in terrible agony. Because of the way their bodies metabolize, a snake can take a very long time to die, and until its brain shuts off due to lack of blood flow, it will be feeling pain. Depending on the injury, this could be 20 minutes or up to several days. So if you run over a snake or find an injured snake, please let someone know, as you would with any other injured wildlife.
Good advice. Okay, next one. Snakes will grow their tail back if damaged. Some people think that snake is just one big long tail with a little head at the end. Some people think that snakes can drop their tails or regrow them if they lose them. So snakes do have a tail, and it starts just at the end of their cloaca. So you've got all their body, the cloaca, where they poo and do all that yucky stuff from, and then below that is their tail. Snakes do not have the ability to drop portions of their tails like certain skink species or some geckos can do. So if a snake loses part of its tail, it will not regenerate. They're not genetically able to do this. Interestingly though, they are able to regenerate other parts. A snake's tongue can partially regrow, and so can scales regrow. But the parts that do regrow look abnormal, so they don't look like they did to start with. Yeah. But no, they don't grow their tails back, and they can't drop their tails. No.
All right, last one. All non-venomous snakes have a diamond-shaped head. Snake identification, simple advice, leave it to the experts and assume that any snake is potentially dangerous if you engage with it. So don't leave them alone.
Don't listen to the Facebook experts.
No. Ask us. Venomous snakes can have slender heads, like our local dugite, which is a brown snake, or they can have diamond-shaped heads, like our death adders. Pythons can have slender heads, like the Woma python, or they can have diamond-shaped heads, like our local southwest carpet python. There are books and phone apps available if you are interested to know which snakes live in your area, but determining if a snake is venomous or not is no indication as to if a snake is dangerous or not. So as we know, no snake is dangerous if you leave it alone.
That's right. We have got a couple of different head shapes to show you.
We do.
They are both non-venomous, so 2 different pythons. Hopefully they're in a good mood. We'll get yours out first, Leah.
Alright, so here we go. This is Bob, and Bob is a Woma python, so non-venomous, and you can see he has a very slender shaped head.
And this one, carpet python, is in her basket. It's got a diamond-shaped head. So 2 different completely shaped heads, but both Oh, sweetheart. There we go. That's okay. I don't think she liked the basket.
No.
Awesome. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you've learned a few more myths. We'll be back next Monday with a few more. And as we say all the time, remember, no snake is dangerous if you leave it alone.